Welcome back, everybody, and today we're here on the Poipop server, and it is still not up and running. Let's see, there we go. However, I have gone ahead and launched it in single player, and as you can see, I've done some work on the Bluereach area, and I'll be doing more on that off camera. But the more impressive thing, if we go over to the Redstone area here, this is still a temporary access, but I have also done all of the caves. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have some maps here. Hopefully that'll help. But now that you've looked at those, as you can see, all of the item dispenser setups are all hooked up, except for the ones that go to the caves, of course, because I originally planned 30 of these, and there's less than that many for the overworld. And also, if you look over here, everything is very tight. But also looking over here, you'll be able to see that we have tubes everywhere. Some even on the surface of the ceiling here. There's a line of one, line of another there, I think. But they're all skimming a lot of them are skimming the ceiling. Sidetracking aside, we have all of these done, and as you can see, the engineering that would have to go into doing the lower level but having the item highways up here would be kind of well, difficult, we'll say. So we're not going to do the caves at the count of 30, but we may have one or two. My idea is just that these will be easy ports around to the rest of the map. But now that we have all of these item dispensers ready, we need to figure out the logic of them. So we are here in my redstone testing world. Those squids are probably very loud. Let's just go turn them off. That is a lot of ink. Yeah. So, now that we're here, let's go ahead and find a nice area to build. Where was the original stuff? Aha, here it was. What? Oh, that was that. Here's the original design for the storage area. This would be the feeding system based on a rationing timer, and that would spit out one into this item elevator here, and that would go off to where it needs to go. And then we also have the idea of a room in which people can actually control the redstone and limit where items go. And if I were to turn off the auto rationing, F3 and N at the same time, F3 and N, as you can see, lava will start dropping down, and if you have the right combination, which I do, I just didn't think I did, you can escape there and leave. That's something I do want to keep on, or keep working on. And this is just the initial proof of concept here. So each lever on the inside would lead to a rationing pipe that went to the individual chests, which I believe is 22. I may have changed the count. you'll see a number right in front of my eyes. But now, let's go ahead and get into the redstone here. This is an old failed project, so we'll just tear it down to make space for the new one. Magic of editing, and it's gone. So the specifications here are going to be 3 wide, because of course that is the size of our item tube. That's the name for it. And I'd say at most 5 wide. Maybe 6 or 7. But I think 5 wide is probably going to be the best. And at most, I'd say 4 tall. So those are the dimensions we have to work out here. And let's see, let me just pull up the map here. Okay, by the magic of editing, you can see that slightly zoomed in on the screen. And as you can see, we have feed, slow, and rare. So we're going to have 3 different speeds, as well as starting, but that's going to be manual placing. So let's see, get our redstone here. We're going to want a hopper clock, which already is 3 blocks wide. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll build that then. Comparator. And blocks, that's it. And we'll lead that into our dispenser circuit. And what we want is hoppers going into each other, comparator into a block, into a redstone, into the pistons. We're going to want 2 stickies actually, so do that. And redstone blocks, why not? We'll put 16 in there for good measures. And I haven't built the other side yet, so that's just going to continue going. Okay, that's going to keep going. Now I want this to go into an observer. A long time later. Okay, I think I've worked out the logistics of this. So let's just put those back in there. So the way it's going to work is we're going to have a line of redstone going over the top of all of them. And if we want to, we can put a repeater here to lengthen the signal if it is a long distance. And when it's running, as you can see in the intervals, it shoots out its item. Yeah, I think I said that right. But when it's turned off, it of course won't shoot anything out. And that is exactly what I want. And this dropper would actually be a repeater that leads into the dropper. So it would actually be like this, with the dropper going up. And there we go. In fact, I could actually compact this more. Okay, I've compacted that even more. Let's just retrieve my items here. Let's see. next step, let's just get some glass here. And there we go. Now that we have this rationing out, I need to work out timings of items. And I think, let's just remove all items. There we go. Probably about a stack would be good. Let's see how long that is. There it goes. What was that time? Me in the future. Aha! Editing. Yes. Okay, so now that's counted up, and I have spent that time. Let's go ahead and put the power back on here. And let's just simplify that by doing that. There we go. So that was one stack. And I think that the one stack would be an appropriate time for this, maybe even longer. I don't know. I'm gonna go check. 25 seconds and 23 frames, so that's about 25.5 seconds. So actually no, I'm recording in 30 FPS, so that's about 26 seconds. So that means we need more time. Much more time. So that will make it about 1 minute. And that will make it about 45 seconds. So on camera here, let's make it official with a title up above the screen, or the item hopper label. 45 seconds equals feed. Yeah. Now, doing some more math later. Okay. So, this is the time, that's about 1.5 minutes. So we'll put 3 stacks equals slow. And simply doing this, 5 stacks, here we go, 5 stacks equals rare. And 5 stacks is 2.5 minutes. Might even want to make that longer. Let's see, check my image here. Oh, that's right. I need to put an item decision circuit in there. That's going to be even more difficult, but I will figure it out. Let's see here. Okay, so looking at it, only the plains biome has 2 things for feeding, and that is the wood sword and the food, and that could cause a backup. So simply looking at the hopper situation of it, hop chest, there we go, there's 2 types of chests. Hopper, 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 hopper. Chest, chest. Glass, 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 and glass. And now we have the 2 chests that need to be fed into. Like so. And that'll continue upwards for the storage. And of course, when resetting the game, I'll go behind and refill everything that needs to be refilled. So this will be the wood swords, that will be the food. I'm assuming I'm going to do potatoes and carrots. Carrots will probably be in the plains biome, and potatoes will be somewhere else, wherever the other food is. Potatoes will be the forest. I might want to switch those, but that's how it's going to be for now. And the other one is the elytra that I need to work out the logic of, and I've decided we're not having the elytra. Just because someone could be holding it and accidentally throw it into a cactus in the desert biome, and then I'll be down one elytra. So we're not doing the elytra. So now we have all of the redstone worked out. We're going to have a line going on top. Just one hopper circuit. We have those times figured out. And of course, just an overview for me. 2 stickies. Comparators, of course. It's just regular hopper clock. Or repeating hopper clock. Observer here facing into the glass, with a repeater going into the dropper, which is fed by these chests out back. Now, to build it. Yay. Okay, I got a bit carried away and started on the glass outline here. But as you can see, every single redstone piece is done with slabs to prevent bud powdering to this piston. And now, as you can see, I am adding in a glass border to keep the players out of the redstone. Yeah. Put that there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this glass border. Okay, here it is. The final subscribe to filters. Yep. And that is loaded into every single one of these modules here. And I've also added the repeaters because the systems weren't locking, because I was using one redstone line for consistency. But now everything works here, and if I were to go turn it on, we'd hear clicking. And now I think the next step is to add the items, and then this game will be fully playable. Of course, at some point I might want to open this area up a little bit more and add individual biome locking. But for now, it should work like this just fine. So now just to do the items. I have a lot of enchanting ahead of me for flame swords and Thorn's armor. Might want to get a villager. That would be helpful. And that is the last module, edited so it can handle 2 different items. But I have all of the items inserted everywhere. Yep. So that's going to do it for today's episode. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.